Hello and welcome to my short video about the technical term public thoroughfare. So in general, a public thoroughfare could be a street, a highway, or a road owned or controlled by the state or a political subdivision, which is dedicated for use by the public. And that's why public thoroughfares are mainly maintained with public funds. They play an important role in connecting different areas within a city or even different cities within a state or a country. So the main purpose of public thoroughfares is to ensure mobility for every citizen. And now I will talk a bit about the responsibility for planning and maintaining public thoroughfares. So if it's a footpath, a cycle path, or a small road linking homes to shopping areas or to workplaces or educational facilities, usually the municipality is responsible for these kinds of public thoroughfares. Alternatively, it could be, for instance, a highway, which is then regulated by federal institutions, such as the Autobahn GmbH in Germany, which is responsible for building and financing highways. In many cases, public thoroughfare is a prerequisite for planning permission. So, for instance, in a binding land use plan, the determination of the public thoroughfare is necessary. And now I will give a short example of a public thoroughfare in Frankfurt. So, I choose the Öderweg. It's a quite famous road linking the northeastern parts of Frankfurt with the city center of Frankfurt. And it's well known for shops, restaurants, and bars that line the street. And in recent years, that street was redesigned. It has been fully transformed into a cycle route. And this resulted in a discussion about what kinds of means of transport should be prioritized by the municipality. However, the cycle route was quite well accepted, especially by the local residents, because of the reduction of noise and the reduction of air pollution. And I have to add that the car restriction only applies to through traffic. So cars by local residents and delivery vans or public transit is of course still allowed. And what is kind of important, that example is that a traffic study is essential to assess whether or not redesigning the road to encourage more sustainable modes of transport is feasible. So I would personally say, in that case, the transformation is feasible because there are two arterial roads with several car lanes nearby, so one in the east and one in the west. So I think there are still enough options to drive by car to the city center. And the transformation of the Öderweg to a cycle route leads to a more livable public space in that area.